what does he have to do to stick at the NHL level? Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for guys who, when given the opportunity, prove that they deserve to stay around and get more chances as time rolls on. What does Poulin have to do? Potentially, again, he's never played more than 3 games in a season, potentially in a 3-game sample size here, to be able to stick at the NHL level.
Anything. You can do anything and probably make this team look better. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep looking at this lineup and trying to filter it in because I still want to see Valtteri Puustinen in this lineup myself, and Anthony Beauvillier is an easy face to come out. Truly.
But he hasn't.
Yeah. And he keeps playing pretty well, I guess. He keeps scoring. I don't know. What was the exact question again? Just staring at our lineup, and it's just not fun.
What does Sam Poulin have to do to stick at the NHL level this time?
Honestly, yeah, no, my answer still stands. Pretty much anything, because there was no reason for him to come up and sit in the first place. It's that dire that, I mean, as long as he isn't a net negative, then he should be staying in the lineup. As long as he is, maybe find the back of the net a couple of times. Maybe finally start putting up some counting stats. But again, because of where he is in his development, it's essentially over. It's at this stage. He just needs to find some NHL consistency. The Penguins need to give him that chance, and he does need to earn it. Anything that proves he's not a net negative should keep him in the lineup for a consistent basis for essentially how they treated Puustinen last year. Mm-hmm. Get in the lineup, show that you're not a net negative, and then everything else should follow. Puustinen, I get, had production right away, but let's not forget that he did go long stretch without scoring an actual goal. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of assists. So goal scoring clearly wasn't a key for Puustinen to stay in the lineup, but he stayed in there because he was proven to still be worthy of the spot. Same can go for Sam Poulin this year. He doesn't need to necessarily score goals every night, but proving that you're not going to hold the team back is exactly what he needs to do. And I mean, honestly, who's not holding the team back right now?
Yeah. I'll give a little bit more of a direct answer. He just needs to perform better than Puustinen has. He needs to just be better than Puustinen. And that's point blank. That is who he's competing with for his spot on the roster, right? It is Valtteri Puustinen. Puustinen has 2 points in 8 games. We already mentioned that, but if you look a little deeper, he's been outscored 4-1 at 5-on-5, right? His goal came on the power play. He's been outchanced 33-28. Again, he's not performing poorly, but he's also not going so well that the door isn't open for a guy like Sam Poulin to come in to show that, hey, as a bottom 6 guy who Poulin seems to kind of fit the build a little bit more of than Valtteri Puustinen, he can do more. He can provide more. He can be a little bit better in the dirty areas than Valtteri Puustinen can be. And he can continue to finish. And that's going to be the big thing because Puustinen now, if I'm remembering correctly, has 22 points in 60 games last year and this year combined. That's a point every 3 games. That's a 1 point every 3 games. And how many games does Sam Poulin typically get when he's called up? 3 games. Score a point, it puts you on that level. Everything else, if you can just perform a little bit better than Puustinen, you're going to earn an opportunity to stay, and then you just got to continue to build from there. And that's the big thing is the first thing he needs to do is get to game 4. Get to game 4 and stay in the lineup. And once you do that, just take it just game by game and continue to try to stack. For young guys like Poulin, that's what you have to do, especially in a Mike Sullivan system where right now he has a very, very quick trigger finger. Where if you struggle one game, you could be out. Look at Ryan Shea last week. Comes in against Carolina. Woof. Not a good game. Next game, Jack St. Ivany's back in there. And some of that might be, hey, Ryan Shea is sat for 3 weeks. We should probably get him a game. But, it's been quick trigger finger. So if you come in and get that opportunity, you just have to prove to be better than the guy that's sitting for you. And right now, that guy is going to be Puustinen. So if you're better than him, you're going to stick in the NHL lineup. Now, once Cody Glass comes back and Kevin Hayes comes back, that's a conversation to be had. But as of right now, outperform Puustinen and your job is secure.